What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video I have a Christmas special. Now this Christmas special is for all the clans slash zergs that are out there, especially for PC and console. This all works for you guys on console as well, so make sure to stick around to the end of the video so don't miss out. Alright, so heading inside the base here, and as you can see, it is pretty damn spacious. As you can see, you also got a extra added wall going all the way across for extra defense instead of honeycomb, and it also gives you these insane peaks that we'll get to later. So going through the main door here, you can see that there's a airlock area, but as the second door is open, because it's hired, you can easily jump through. Right above the airlock, as you can see, there are 3 shotgun traps. Now, I always like putting 3 shotgun traps here just because it's extra defense if anyone tries to go deep on your clan. Going into the main loot room, and now when I say this optimizes storage, it holds so many large boxes. I'm not even too sure how many, but I've kind of gone a bit overboard in it. But of course, we're going to go for a clan slash zerg base, so you'll be dominating the server anyway, so you're going to need some places to store your loot. So as you can see, we have our level 3 workbench and some lockers, and just the rest of the space gets taken up by large boxes and furnaces that are here for if you haven't got a compound up just yet. You can just use the first floor for now and then upgrade as we go along. So of course we also have our sleeping bags for our base layer, and this is our little hop up over here. So underneath all of these we also have shotgun traps for extra defense. Heading up to the second layer here now, and this is where most of our beds and kits will be. So I chose to use this as our TC slash kit area, with also our respawn points for our beds. And of course, while we're here, let's have a look at the upkeep cost for the space. The upkeep cost is only 20,026 frags. Now, in my opinion, that is not too bad, and definitely be able to upkeep this with maybe 3 or 4 people happily. Of course, I've come from console, so it could differ, as I'm still trying to get used to PC. Now, looking around here, it's very spacious and very open planned. I expect when you have 10 to 15 people start hurtling in here, it's going to get very cramped very quickly. So I, of course, added a third layer, and this is where some of your main people are going to have their kits and their beds. And also around this little corner, you have your large battery. And of course it's doused in this whole base full of garage doors. Now this is also your peek down floor, and these peek downs are so blimming OP. Now of course you have these simple peek downs here, but I've also kind of used this light to stop them and make it harder for them to ladder up. But of course I swapped these around so the peek downs are a lot smaller for them to hit you. You can head glitch a little bit, and you can see a lot more instead of making yourself fully exposed by these. You can also shoot rockets through these little peek downs, and it's just overall super OP. Heading to the 4th story here, we hop up that's opposite the other one, and it's going to take you to our shooting floor. This is where you're going to take out heli with your clan. I've also added a few more large boxes, which is so unneeded. And if you really want to, and you are confident enough to do this, then add a hop up here, go into the roof, and then you can add your roof access with some turbines. But of course, I'm not as skilled to do turbines yet. I haven't really learned how to properly use them, connect all the power and all that sort of stuff. But hopefully soon I'll get to know that. Anyway, this is your shooting floor, and of course you've got your sheet metal doors. You can happily upgrade these to armor, and then you have your windows for when you're taking out heli. That's pretty much the shooting floor and the entirety of the base. But now the part you've been waiting for, get straight into how to build it. Alright, so here we go, and we're ready to start building this thing. So what you want to do is you get one single lowered foundation, a higher one, and then a lower one just on the opposite side of it. And then to finish off this triangle, you're going to do another hide one. So it should look something like this. This is going to be your main core and mobility room. Now to get onto the loot rooms, you're going to do is do square, square, all the way around, just like this. I'm going to choose to put my door here. So I'm going to have a hide one and a load one, just like that. And then just fill in all these other gaps with your triangles, just like so. And now you have pretty easily your core. Now I'll get on to the external bits in just a minute after I do the first floor. So starting by the doorway, of course, place your single door here, single door there, and a wall. Now I choose to do half walls here, just so I can get those shotgun traps in, like I said before. So that's pretty easy by just adding 2 half walls just like that. Add a large wall here, and also running across here, just like so. Now to get those little extra couple of loot boxes underneath, what you want to do is you want to place a half wall here, and to add 2 triangles on top. And now you have your 2 little loot compartments underneath. If you want to, you can add your 2 large frames here. And to get rid of, to finish off your little hallway area, just add some half walls. And this is your hallway pretty much finished. What you should do is now add 2 triangles going across, and put some loot boxes here. And then add your hop up, like so. Take away that. And yeah, that is your hallway sorted. Going on to the loot rooms now. And what you want to do is, in my opinion, I always use half walls because these make it easier for the loot rooms. I always say in all my videos and I always stand by it. So I'm just going to quickly go around and add all of these. Alright, and it should look something just like this. Now, after you've done this, what I normally do is I normally start getting the footprint of your loot rooms. So start adding your triangles on all the places that you possibly can. And it should look something roughly like this. Now, of course, this gets sided off by a wall. So if you just go underneath and place a wall just like that, and then a half one on top, and now that's a little divider between the 2 loot rooms. Now, after you've placed all your boxes, or if you're just placing these before, place your large door frames. And this is pretty much your first loot room done. Now let's face that off, and then sealing off the rest of it as your roof. Now the only place that you want to leave open, of course, is your hop-up area. And this is what it should look like inside without it being furnished at all. Alright, so heading up to the second layer now. And this is pretty much exactly the same as the first layer. So you start by the hop-up area here. And I normally, by getting the wall on this side, so on the exterior side, I normally place a ceiling, place the wall, and then get rid of it. I find it a lot easier to place. And then just proceed to go all the way around until you get to there. Of course, that's your hallway. Place the 2 large. I'll place all the large the doorways. And then from here, like I said, always place the half walls and make it so much easier for the loot rooms. Alright, and then that is what that should look like. And now again, like I did before, place all the loot rooms down like this. And then it should look roughly something like this. Now I did have my TC on this floor, so like I did over here, what you want to do is get rid of this one, place a wall, and then a window. Make sure the window faces the correct way, and then place your TC inside. And then of course place your dividers on the loot rooms and the hop up. and it should look something roughly like this. Now this is of course your bed area and your gear sets. So let's just go ahead and roof off all of that. And this is what the inside should look unfurnished. Alright, so from here, this is going to be your peak down floor. So this is where we're going to go to do the exterior kind of wall around. So this is a bit difficult, but it's pretty easy to abide by. So what you want to do is you want to copy the exact same floor plan that you had inside, just go out one more time. So where the squares were is where you want to put squares on the outsides. Make sure to place them in the correct places, else it will look all wonky. And then after you placed all your squares, you also want to fill in the remaining gaps with triangles. Now this is pretty easy, and you shouldn't mess up too much if you just follow the floor plan from its core and going all the way out, and it would always finish up symmetrical. Now it should look something like this, and for me, like aesthetically, I always take away the middle pieces. It can cut down, it's only a few hundred frags or 100 or so frags that you're saving, and well, most of you wouldn't really care, but aesthetically pleasing, slightly OCD, this is what I normally do. So I take out the triangles on each corner, like I've done here. Now, as you've done this, what you want to do is you want to go up too high with these exterior walls. So I'm going to quickly go do this now. After you place the 2 layers of walls, what you want to do is you need to go around again, but with just half walls to make the inner core the same height as the outer wall. So it helps tremendously with the peak downs. Alright, so after you've gone all the way around, been placing all your half walls and walls, it should look roughly something like this with it being completely level. And now we're going to get on to your peak downs. Now the peak downs are pretty damn simple and you won't need anything else except triangles. And as you can see, for some reason, well not for some reason, it's because there's a square there. If you place a triangle on the exterior, it won't connect properly. So on these bits, as you can see while going along, it won't completely come all the way over, and it's pretty damn good for using for peak downs. So what I normally do is do something like this, and then work my way around. And now it should look something roughly like this after you've finished. And those are your peak downs pretty much completed. And it gives you pretty damn full coverage around the whole entire base. Now these peak downs can be blocked from these angles with those lights I was on about earlier on. But progressing past there, what you want to do is you want to block off with your complete walls, and you won't need any half walls for this at all. So just completely block this in. After you've blocked this in, you also want to block in your inner core. So I choose to really quickly just choose where I want to put the doors to go out into the peak downs. So I'll normally choose them in this coordination and then block off the rest of them. And it should look something roughly like this, with two exits and 2 entrances from the peak downs. You can also add more if you really want to from here to over here, but I just choose not to. Alright, so this is now obviously your kind of shooting floor slash peak down area, and your 2 bedrooms can also be orientated a little bit differently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 bedrooms here, and that is going to be your hallway, so always remember where your hallway is. Like that. And I'm going to put the 2 bedrooms here, I'll leave that, and then my battery room is just going to be inside here. So what we're going to do for the battery room, it's just a large frame, do the door the correct way around, and then that's your battery room, and then a large door frame, and just absolutely just shred a load of door frames absolutely everywhere. Now you just want to place the roof everywhere. And as you can see, where the hop up will be. You just want to make sure to keep it open. And now with this, what you want to do to prevent the peak downs from actually happening on this floor, what you're going to do is you can see where the foundations are, where they're square. You just want to do that on the roof as well. And that'll prevent it from having any peak downs. Also the raiders can't get up another floor. And now what you want to do is fill all these gaps with triangles. And now the base should look something like this. Now we're going to start to get onto the shooting floor area. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the inner core and work our way out. Now I like to seclude my corner, so I'm going to do that. And then those are your windows to peek out of. And then add 2 large frames on each of these corners. And then that will be used for your entrances and exits out of the inner core peeking area. Now we're going to do your external peek downs, and these are pretty simple. What you're going to do is place a square on any external piece that you can. I'll follow this all the way around, but I will show you as I go all the way around. There will be pieces just like this. And basically, when you can fit a triangle piece in the gap of the 2, there will be 3 going around the outside. Do so, and then this can be used for a locker area, but I'll get onto that in just a second. After you finish this, you just want to search out for your triangle pieces that you can find, which is one there and one there, so there's 3 altogether. This just stops it so that when the doors swing out, they cover the whole thing so they can't get up through. Alright, so after doing that, what you want to do is you want to place your windows. Now place your windows on pretty much every single thing, every single one. But for me, when I did the triangle piece, I placed a wall. I don't know why, I felt like it was a lot better. Basically follow this all the way around, doing the same old thing. Until it's all covered with windows and walls. Now coming in to fill it all in, it's pretty easy. And you just want to do the exact same things that you've been doing. So following out from the exact core, making sure there's no gaps absolutely anywhere. And you can see that you've got these corner, these slanted sides, and all these are just going to be triangles. Alright, and now when it looks something like this, now you want to add your squares. Now while adding the squares, you'll have a few empty spaces just like this. And now the core should be completely open. And now look at the floor plan that you can see in the core and exactly just follow it like always. And now it's fully up to you if you want to have to add this up more, but I'm going to choose not to like I did in the base before. And this is what it looks like unfurnished up here. And down another floor, this is what it looks unfurnished. Alright, so before I head off, I just wanted to do these external bits. Now these are up to you. You can have one door, or you can have multiple different little entrances that your clanmates or Zerg can get in. So what you want to do is you want to place 3 triangles like this. Have 2 of the triangles have windows attached to them, and then a large door. Now it's up to you. You can have this as a wall, or you can have this as another window. Then block it off, and then proceed to do this as many times as you want around. But I'm going to do it once just for the shortness of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and really did find this helpful. If you did find this helpful, or you do want other videos in mind, then please let me know down in the description below. If you do have any questions about this video, please also let me know in the description below. And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing, liking and commenting, because it does help out my channel a load. I do want to hit 2k by mid next year, I'd say. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.